U.S. athletes going for the gold, including Georgia's top Winter Olympian trying to win that elusive gold medal.
The last ride for a skiing legend.
Vaughn takes the final jump to the finish line.
I gave it everything I had.
Lindsey Vonn reveals who inspired her in her final Olympic downhill.
Team USA continues to show its curl power. You'll meet the skipper who almost didn't make it to the games.
And how to raise an Olympic athlete.
We have to give them that opportunity.
The Olympics are here on NBC, and this is your All Access Pass.
Hey, welcome everybody. We're glad to have you here on this Wednesday night. I'm Jeff Hullinger.
And I'm Francesca Amberger. Will it finally happen tonight? After months of frustration, the U.S. women's hockey team has yet another chance to beat Canada.
And the stakes are high. The gold medal is on the line as the two best teams in the world now face off. The U.S. trying to end its 20-year gold medal drought in women's hockey. Since women's ice hockey was introduced in the Winter Olympics of 1998, the U.S. and Canada have met in the final 4 out of 5 times. The U.S. won in 98. Canada has taken home the gold in every Olympic since. Canada also beat the U.S. 2-1 earlier in these games.
Two of our most well-known Olympians compete against each other tonight. Mikaela Shiffrin goes up against teammate Lindsey Vonn in the Alpine Combined event. Shiffrin won gold in giant slalom. Vonn just won bronze in the downhill. She'll be competing for the second straight day. If either wins, it would be her first Olympic medal in the event. Also, this will likely be Vonn's last Olympic race. You can see it tonight right here on 11 Alive.
It was win and you're in for the U.S. men's curling team, and they won. The Americans cruised to a 10-4 win over Great Britain in their red hats, clinching a spot in the semifinals. The U.S. has the 3rd seed, and they will play the winner between Switzerland and Great Britain. It is the first time the U.S. has reached the semifinals since '06, when they won the bronze medal. We will have more on the run by the U.S. curlers coming up later in the show.
It was the event all of Douglasville and Metro Atlanta had been waiting for, the women's bobsled, starring pilot Alana Myers-Taylor.
And this event happened early this morning. It is already aired on television, but you might have been at work or you might have been asleep, so
Right.
Consider the spoiler alert before it runs tonight in prime time.
If you want to mute your TV now, we understand. Cheryl Freeham joins us from Pyeongchang with a recap.
Waiting, and we had a chance at the end.
The U.S. playing for the second straight day while the Czech team was resting.
And this is the first time since 1994 that NHL players did not participate in the games.
They were missed.
Thanks so much, Chris. Well, Lindsey Vonn has one final Olympic race tonight.
But a lot of people are still talking about that bronze medal last night.
Welcome back to All Access Pass. Our giant moment is also, well, a spoiler alert. The women's cross-country team sprint will air tonight on 11 Alive. If you don't want to know the results, mute your TV right now. You can turn the volume back up in about 30 seconds.
The U.S. hadn't won an Olympic medal in cross-country in 42 years, but Jessie Diggins and Keegan Randall changed all of that, winning the team sprint freestyle final and taking home one of the more surprising goals of these games. Diggins and Randall are the first American women cross-country skiers to win an Olympic medal. In her final Olympic downhill race, Lindsey Vonn won bronze.
Well, Cheryl Freeham has more on the most decorated skier from the U.S.
Great accomplishment.
Yes, still to come. It's all about sacrifice for the parents of our Olympic athletes.
But it's particularly hard when they leave home at a young age.
Welcome back to All Access Pass. The past 2 weeks, we have been spotlighting the moms behind the games. And there's a common theme that you would probably know about as a parent.
Moms are tough, man. They're pushing their kids. They want success.
Then they have to sacrifice a lot.
That's right. There's no shame in that. It's a massive undertaking to raise an Olympian, as you will see in this next story on speed skater J.R. Selski. Good for him. I wasn't sure Dad was going to have the opportunity to speak in that
Mom
interview.
was just all over it.
Mom, it's a strong personality. Selski will be part of a relay team during tonight's coverage of the games right here on 11 Alive.
And we wish him well. And if you're wondering, the JR stands for John Robert.
It was a trip he almost didn't make, but now he is in South Korea, the number 3 seed.
They're led by skipper Johnson Schuster, but it was a trip he almost never made. Dave Schwartz has his story of defeat and redemption on the road back to the games. And Schuster was actually part of a nice Twitter battle with Kirstie Alley. Alley, in a now deleted tweet, said, "I'm not trying to be mean, but curling is, well, boring." His response, "We're not trying to be mean either, but your movies are hardly riveting theater." Well played, sir, well played.
Mean, man, it's getting too tough.
I know.
Curling should be fun. Coming up next, our coverage continues with the Olympic Zone.
Then at 8 o'clock, NBC's primetime coverage of the games featuring bobsled and all kinds of skiing. Alana Myers-Taylor, Lindsey Vonn, and Mikaela Shiffrin all in action.